Hello, welcome to the News Broadcast Daily. I'm following today's headlines.
National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng receives visiting Vice President of the Senate of Thailand, Surachai Limbolachai. Meeting marks the Vietnam-Laos Traditional Combat Alliance in the Lao province of Savannakhet. Scientists and experts gather at a seminar in Da Nang City to discuss issues relating to cooperation in the East Sea.
The Vice President of the Senate of Thailand, Surachai Limbolachai, is on a working visit to Vietnam. He was received by National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng on December 12.
Chairman Hùng said he believes the visit will contribute to strengthening the friendly relations between Vietnam and Thailand and open up new prospects for cooperation between the two nations' legislative bodies. He said raising the relationship between the two countries to a strategic level will be an important step to further enhance relations for the benefit of the two peoples, peace, stability and development in the region and the world. Surachai said, as the two nations' legislative bodies share many similarities, there are many opportunities to increase cooperation and exchanges between parliamentarians, contributing to facilitating cooperation programs and projects between the two countries' governments. The same day, the Thai Senate Vice President held talks with Vice Chairwoman of the National Assembly, Nguyễn Thị Kim Ngân.
A meeting to mark the Vietnam-Lao Traditional Combat Alliance was held in the Lao province of Savannakhet on December 12.
Prominent figures at the event, which is part of the Vietnam-Laos 2012 Friendship Year, included leaders and former leaders from the two countries' parties and states and representatives from ministries, agencies and Savannakhet province. Addressing the event, Bunyang Vorachit, Vice State President and head of the National Laos-Vietnam Friendship Year Steering Committee of Laos, stressed that the Friendship Year between the two countries has become an important socio-political event in 2012. It helps educate Laos officials, party members and people, especially the younger generation, about the tradition, importance and the need to further consolidate the special friendship, solidarity and comprehensive cooperation between Laos and Vietnam, said Vorachit, who is also Politburo member of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee. For his part, Lê Hồng Anh, Politburo member and permanent member of the Communist Party of Vietnam's Central Committee Secretariat, affirmed that, despite regional and global developments, the Vietnam-Laos special ties have strengthened in all fields with diverse forms of cooperation. At the meeting, historical witnesses from the two countries recalled memories of the alliance to combat common invaders for national liberation and unification.
The ASEAN Committee on Control and Information convened their 47th meeting in Hanoi on December 12th and 13th. Around 90 delegates from Vietnam and ASEAN member countries took part in the event.
The annual meeting of the committee aimed at assessing the progress of ASEAN cultural information projects and approving new projects proposed by member countries. The meeting includes a plenary section and two separate meetings of the Subcommittee on Culture and the Subcommittee on Information. Addressing the meeting, Vietnamese Deputy Minister of Information and Telecommunications Nguyễn Thanh Hùng said he believed that, through the event, ASEAN member countries will continue building and developing their cultural cooperation.
More than 100 scientists and experts gathered at a seminar in central Da Nang City on December 12th and 13th to discuss issues relating to cooperation in the East Sea.
Themed East Sea Cooperation, History and Development, the event offers an opportunity for scientists and experts to announce the results of latest research on the East Sea. 50 reports presented at the seminar provided historical and cultural evidence to the fact that this sea is an integral and inseparable part of the foundation and development history of the Vietnamese nation. We can say that Vietnamese scientists, especially Vietnamese historians, have sufficient scientific and legal grounds to affirm our sovereignty, which has been conducted continuously and peacefully over Hoàng Sa and Trường Sa archipelagos. Participants also discussed prospects for cooperation among its 6 countries on security as well as on utilizing and developing marine resources.
Prime Minister Kim Wang-sik of the Republic of Korea has pledged to create the best possible conditions to have Vietnamese brides integrate into society.
The Prime Minister made the pledge during a reception on December 12th in Seoul for individuals and representatives of organizations that have supported Vietnamese Korean families during the past years. He said in the second phase of a plan to support multicultural families, his government will focus on education for children from mixed families and job creation for foreign brides to help them integrate into the resident country and eliminate discrimination. Vietnamese Ambassador Trần Trọng Toàn thanked the ROK government for its support to the Vietnamese community in the country, particularly the Vietnam-Korean multicultural families in recent years. He said people-to-people diplomacy between the 2 countries has developed significantly, and the Vietnamese community is playing an increasingly important role in bridging long-lasting friendship between the 2 countries.
The national flag carrier Vietnam Airlines on December 12 held a ceremony in Jakarta to officially launch the direct route linking Ho Chi Minh City and the capital city of Indonesia.
Addressing the ceremony, Vietnam Airlines Deputy General Director Trịnh Ngọc Thành emphasized the importance of the route, which connects the 2 cultural, economic, investment, and tourism centers of Vietnam and Indonesia. It aims to meet the increasing demand of traveling between both countries and among ASEAN countries at large, contributing to boosting regional connectivity, he said. Vietnamese Ambassador to Indonesia Nguyễn Xuân Thủy spoke highly of Vietnam Airlines' efforts to broaden its operation. He noted that since the inaugurating flight took off in December 2nd, all flights on the route have been filled to capacity.
Russian translator Inna Zimonia has been awarded an insignia for the cause of Vietnam's literature for her role in popularizing works of Vietnamese literature to Russian audiences.
The distinction was presented by translator Hoàng Thúy Toàn, director of the Vietnam-Russia Literature Fund in Moscow on December 12th. Zimonia embarked on translation in the 1960s and has translated numerous works by popular Vietnamese writers, including Dấu chân người lính, Soldier's Footsteps by Nguyễn Minh Châu, Mùa lá rụng trong vườn, Garden in the Seasons of Falling Leaves by Ma Văn Kháng, and Gặp gỡ cuối năm, Meeting in the End of the Year by Nguyễn Khải. She was also honored with a Friendship Order from the Vietnamese state in 1982.
The second International Choir Festival and competition opened in the central province of Thừa Thiên Huế on December 12. This is one of the activities in the National Tourism Year 2012 in the northern central coastal region.
The event, which will last until December 15, has drawn the participations of more than 600 artists from 14 international and 3 domestic choral groups. The art sculptures and jury for the festival and competition comprise experts from Germany, Hungary, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam. The festival is a gathering for chorus lovers and at the same time offers a chance for Huế City in particular and Vietnam in general to popularize the local culture among international friends.
The 7th International Food Festival is taking place from December 12 to 16th at the September 23 Park in Ho Chi Minh City. The annual event always attracts crowds of visitors.
50 leading restaurants and hotels in the city are attending, serving up dishes from 25 countries and territories in the world. However, booths featuring Vietnamese dishes saw the largest number of visitors.
The soup is very delicious here. All of it is very nice.
The opening ceremony was even more excited with the presence of world-renowned chef Martin Yan. Attending the event, along with tasting delicious dishes from many countries, visitors also have a chance to learn about various cultures in the world through cultural activities such as folk art performances, traditional costumes, and music shows.
And this is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.